On July 1, 2025, astronomers discovered something extraordinary racing through our solar system. A massive interstellar object designated 3I/Atlas that dwarfs all previous visitors from beyond our cosmic neighborhood. This colossal traveler, potentially up to 12 kilometers wide, is moving at over 150,000 miles per hour on a trajectory that confirms its origin from another star system. Unlike the mysterious Oumuamua or the smaller comet Borisov, 3I/Atlas represents our largest confirmed interstellar visitor, offering unprecedented opportunities to study material from distant worlds before it vanishes forever into the cosmic void. The historic discovery. What started as a routine night of sky surveillance on July 1, 2025, became one of the most significant astronomical discoveries of the decade. The Atlas Survey Telescope in Rio Hurtado, Chile, operated by the University of Hawaii as part of NASA's Planetary Defense Network, detected an unusual moving object approximately 670 million kilometers from the Sun. Initially catalogued as A11PI3Z, this faint dot immediately caught astronomers' attention due to its peculiar trajectory and unexpected brightness. The Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, known as ATLAS, consists of 4 telescopes strategically positioned across the globe. 2 in Hawaii, 1 in Chile, and 1 in South Africa. These automated sentinels continuously scan the night sky, photographing the same regions multiple times to detect moving objects that might pose threats to Earth. However, what they discovered on that July night was something far more extraordinary than a potentially hazardous asteroid. Confirming interstellar origins. The confirmation that 3I/Atlas originated from beyond our solar system required careful analysis of its orbital mechanics and trajectory. Unlike objects native to our cosmic neighborhood, which follow predictable elliptical paths around the Sun, interstellar objects travel on hyperbolic trajectories, essentially one-way tickets through our solar system. Dr. Paul Chodas, director of NASA's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, explained that the object's velocity and trajectory definitively prove its interstellar nature. When astronomers traced its path backward through space, they found it approaching from the general direction of the galactic center, though pinpointing its exact stellar origin remains impossible due to the vast distances and timescales involved. The object's designation as 3I/Atlas reflects its historic significance. The 3I indicates it's the third confirmed interstellar object ever discovered, following 1I/Oumuamua in 2017 and 2I/Borisov in 2019. The Atlas portion honors the survey system that first detected it, while its formal comet designation C/2025N1 indicates it was the first non-periodic comet discovered in the first half of July 2025. What makes this discovery particularly remarkable is the object's speed relative to the Sun, approximately 60 kilometers per second or about 134,000 miles per hour. This velocity is far too high for any object gravitationally bound to our solar system, providing conclusive evidence of its interstellar journey. Unprecedented size and characteristics. The sheer scale of 3I/Atlas sets it apart from all previous interstellar visitors. Current estimates suggest the object measures between 5 and 15 kilometers in diameter, making it potentially dozens of times larger than Oumuamua, which was only about 400 meters long. If confirmed at the upper end of these estimates, 3I/Atlas would be the largest interstellar object ever observed. Dr. Darrell Seligman, an astrophysicist at Michigan State University, who has been studying the object since its discovery, describes 3I/Atlas as shockingly bright despite its enormous distance from Earth. This brightness could indicate either exceptional size or an unusually reflective surface composition. The object's luminosity allows telescopes to observe it clearly even though it remains much farther from Earth than Oumuamua was when discovered. Early spectroscopic observations reveal that 3I/Atlas exhibits a reddish hue, similar to objects in the outer regions of our solar system. This coloration suggests the presence of organic compounds and complex hydrocarbons that have been altered by billions of years of cosmic radiation exposure. Perhaps most intriguingly, 3I/Atlas shows clear signs of cometary activity, including a faint coma, a hazy envelope of gas and dust surrounding the nucleus. This activity indicates the presence of volatile materials like water ice, carbon dioxide, and other compounds that sublimate when heated by solar radiation. Comparing the interstellar visitors. The discovery of 3I Atlas gives astronomers their third data point for understanding interstellar objects, and honestly, it reveals some fascinating diversity among these cosmic wanderers. Each visitor has exhibited unique characteristics that, well, really challenge our expectations about objects from beyond our solar system. Oumuamua, discovered back in October of 2017, is still the most enigmatic of the three. Its extremely elongated shape, lack of visible cometary activity, and that mysterious non-gravitational acceleration, these all sparked intense debate about what it really is. Comet 2Y Borisov, discovered in August 2019 by amateur astronomer Gennady Borisov, turned out to be more conventional in its behavior. This object clearly showed typical cometary characteristics, including a visible tail and a composition similar to comets in our own outer solar system. 3I Atlas, though, seems to bridge the gap between its predecessors while introducing a whole new set of mysteries. Like Borisov, it shows cometary activity, but its enormous size and those unusual brightness patterns definitely set it apart. Dr. Mark Norris from the University of Central Lancashire notes that 3I Atlas doesn't look like either of them, which is crazy and exciting. The rapid succession of these discoveries, 3 interstellar objects in less than a decade after centuries of seeing none, suggests, such visitors may be far more common than we ever thought. Advanced Observational Campaign. The astronomical community has really mobilized an unprecedented international effort to study 3Y Atlas before it disappears into the depths of space. Unlike Oumuamua, which was discovered as it was already leaving the solar system, 3I Atlas was detected early enough to allow extended observation campaigns using the world's most powerful telescopes. The James Webb Space Telescope, with its exceptional infrared sensitivity and massive 6.5-meter mirror, is perfectly positioned to analyze the object's composition and thermal properties. Webb's instruments can detect specific molecular signatures in the comet's coma and tail, potentially revealing the presence of water vapor, carbon monoxide, methane, and other volatiles that could provide clues about its origin. The Hubble Space Telescope continues to monitor 3I Atlas using its ultraviolet and visible light capabilities, complementing Webb's infrared observations. Together, these space-based observatories provide a comprehensive view across multiple wavelengths of light, revealing details impossible to obtain from ground-based telescopes alone. Ground-based observatories worldwide have also joined the effort. The Very Large Telescope in Chile, the Keck Observatory in Hawaii, and numerous other facilities are tracking the object's brightness variations, rotation, and spectroscopic properties. Radio telescopes, including the Very Large Array in New Mexico, are monitoring for any unusual emissions that might indicate unexpected activity or composition. This coordinated global effort, honestly, represents the most comprehensive study of an interstellar object ever attempted, taking advantage of technological capabilities that just weren't available during previous encounters. Ancient origins and cosmic age. Recent research suggests that 3I Atlas may be one of the oldest objects ever observed, potentially predating our solar system by billions of years. Dr. Jesse Hopkins and his colleagues at the University of Oxford have developed models indicating that this interstellar visitor likely formed around an ancient metal-poor star in the galaxy's thick disk, a population of stars that formed when the Milky Way was much younger. Professor Chris Lintott, co-author of the Oxford study and presenter of BBC's The Sky at Night, explains that there's approximately a 2/3 chance this comet is older than our 4.6 billion-year-old solar system. If confirmed, 3I Atlas would represent a pristine sample of materials from the early galaxy, preserved in the deep freeze of interstellar space for eons. The object's ancient origins could explain its unusual characteristics. Unlike comets in our solar system, which have been repeatedly heated during passages near the Sun, 3I Atlas may be experiencing its first encounter with stellar radiation in billions of years. This pristine nature could account for its unexpected brightness and activity patterns. Dr. Michelle Bannister from the University of Canterbury notes that the gases released as 3I Atlas is heated by the Sun will test theoretical models about ancient comet composition. This temporal perspective transforms 3I Atlas from merely an interstellar visitor into a potential time capsule from the galaxy's youth. Trajectory and future encounters. So, 3I/Atlas is currently following a precisely calculated path through our solar system that will bring it to perihelion, its closest approach to the Sun, around October 30th, 2025. At this point, it will be approximately 206 million kilometers from the Sun, just inside Mars's orbit, but still at a safe distance that poses no threat to Earth. The object's trajectory offers both opportunities and challenges for observation. During its closest solar approach, 3I/Atlas will be positioned on the opposite side of the Sun from Earth, limiting direct observation during its most active period. Dr. Astor Taylor, a graduate student in astrophysics at the University of Michigan, explains that despite the object's incredible speed, astronomers will have several months to study it. The comet will remain visible to large telescopes until early 2026, after which it will fade into the darkness of space, never to return. On October 3, 2025, 3I/Atlas will make its closest approach to Mars, providing an opportunity to measure how planetary gravity might subtly alter its trajectory. The object's outbound journey will take it beyond Jupiter's orbit by mid-2026, beyond Saturn by 2027, and eventually beyond the influence of our solar system entirely, resuming its eternal voyage through the galaxy. Scientific implications and astrobiology. The discovery and study of 3I/Atlas carries, honestly, some pretty profound implications for our understanding of planetary system formation, the distribution of organic materials throughout the galaxy, and potentially the origins of life itself. As the largest confirmed interstellar object, it offers an unprecedented opportunity to analyze material from another stellar system in detail. If spectroscopic analysis reveals complex organic compounds within 3I/Atlas, it would support theories that interstellar objects serve as vehicles for distributing the building blocks of life across the galaxy. This concept, known as panspermia, suggests that life's ingredients, or even life itself, might travel between star systems aboard comets and asteroids. The object's ancient age adds another dimension to its astrobiological significance. Materials preserved in 3I/Atlas for billions of years could contain information about the early galactic environment when the first generation of planets was forming. Dr. Rosemary Dorsey from the University of Helsinki emphasizes that studying 3I/Atlas provides insights into the role that ancient interstellar comets play in seeding star and planet formation across the galaxy. The object's composition and behavior could reveal whether the chemical ingredients necessary for life are common throughout the cosmos. The discovery also informs models of planetary system evolution, suggesting that the ejection of material into interstellar space is a common process that connects distant stellar systems through the exchange of matter and potentially biological information. Future detection and exploration. The discovery of 3I/Atlas comes at a pivotal moment in astronomy, as new survey telescopes prepare to, really revolutionize our ability to detect interstellar objects. The Vera C. Rubin Observatory, scheduled to begin operations soon, will photograph the entire visible sky every few nights, creating a comprehensive movie of the cosmos that should dramatically increase the rate of interstellar object discoveries. Predictions suggest that Rubin Observatory might detect between 5 and 50 interstellar objects during its 10-year survey, with some potentially as large as 3I/Atlas. The discovery also highlights the potential for rapid response missions to intercept future interstellar objects. While 3I/Atlas was detected too late for any spacecraft to reach it, several space agencies are developing concepts for high-speed interceptor missions that could be launched on short notice when the next visitor is discovered. The European Space Agency has proposed the Comet Interceptor mission, designed to study a pristine comet or potentially an interstellar object. NASA and other agencies are exploring similar concepts that could provide direct sampling and analysis capabilities, opening entirely new frontiers in space exploration. These future missions could answer fundamental questions about interstellar objects that remote observation cannot address, including their internal structure, precise composition, and the processes that ejected them from their home systems billions of years ago. A new era of cosmic discovery. The arrival of 3I/Atlas represents more than just another astronomical discovery. It marks humanity's entry into a new era of cosmic exploration where we can study material from distant star systems within our own solar system. Each interstellar visitor provides a unique window into the processes shaping planetary systems throughout the galaxy. As 3I/Atlas continues its journey through our cosmic neighborhood, it carries with it secrets from an ancient star system that may have died billions of years ago. The data collected during its brief visit will be analyzed for years to come, potentially reshaping our understanding of planetary formation, the distribution of life's ingredients, and our place in the galactic community. The rapid succession of interstellar discoveries, from Oumuamua to Borisov to 3Y Atlas, suggests that our solar system exists within a busy galactic highway where objects regularly travel between star systems. This realization transforms our perspective from viewing our solar system as an isolated island to understanding it as part of a vast, interconnected cosmic ecosystem. Future generations of astronomers will have access to increasingly sophisticated tools for detecting and studying these cosmic messengers. Each new discovery will add to our growing understanding of how matter, and potentially life itself, spreads throughout the galaxy. 3I Atlas may be just the beginning of a new chapter in human exploration of the cosmos, one where the universe comes to us in the form of ancient travelers from distant stars. The discovery of 3I Atlas opens an unprecedented window into the ancient cosmos, offering humanity its first detailed look at a massive object from another star system. As this colossal interstellar visitor races through our solar system, it carries secrets from a distant world that may have existed billions of years before Earth formed. The data collected during its brief passage will enhance our understanding of planetary formation, the distribution of life's building blocks, and our cosmic heritage. What other ancient messengers await discovery in the depths of space? Share your thoughts below, hit that like button, and subscribe to Future Facts for more incredible cosmic discoveries. Until next time, keep looking up. Baba Vanga, the famed Bulgarian mystic, has long fascinated the world with her startling predictions. Throughout history, she accurately foretold events from geopolitical upheavals to global disasters. Hidden references indicate that Baba Vanga's August 2025 warning could signify a turning point in human history, a time of upheaval and transformation. This warning urges humanity to prepare for upheaval and awakening during this critical period. Who was Baba Vanga really speaking to? Baba Vanga's prophecies, often cryptic and metaphorical, were directed more towards collective consciousness than specific nations. Born in Petric, Bulgaria, in 1911, her track record includes precise predictions of events like World War II and the fall of the Soviet Union. Researchers such as Valery Akamenko suggest her buried mention of August 2025 points to a significant societal and spiritual shift, heralding profound changes for humanity at large. Her warnings spoke to groups bound by collective consciousness rather than individual countries, framing the forecasted events as global and deeply transformative. This interpretation suggests that her August 2025 prophecy addresses humanity's collective awakening during times of unprecedented global crisis. The mystic's ability to perceive patterns in human consciousness allowed her to predict not just political events, but fundamental shifts in how humanity perceives reality itself. Her prophecies consistently emphasized the spiritual dimension of global events, suggesting that material changes reflect deeper consciousness transformations occurring within human civilization. The Great Separation begins. The concept of Great Separation in Baba Vanga's prophecy presents humanity breaking into two distinct paths, chaos and awakening. Increasing polarization and social rifts observed globally escalate around August 2025. Analysts like Claire Finkelstein highlight rising misinformation and systemic failures leading to societal collapse, with the silent shadow symbolizing both outer turmoil and inner spiritual awakening. This division characterizes humanity's split into contrasting trajectories, with some embracing escalating chaos while others pursue enlightenment and consciousness expansion. Evidence of this polarization manifests in ideological conflicts, social fragmentation, and the breakdown of traditional institutions worldwide. The silent shadow represents invisible systemic failures, undermining global cohesion, creating conditions for widespread transformation. August 2025 appears to symbolize a threshold where these trends accelerate dramatically, leading to unprecedented institutional and cultural upheaval. This separation also reflects spiritual awakenings as communities turn inward, seeking meaning and authentic connection amidst increasing instability and uncertainty about humanity's future direction. Geopolitical mirror nations and betrayals. Baba Vanga predicted complex geopolitical shifts featuring mirrored nations acting as allies yet secretly betraying each other. Countries display this duality amid unfolding global unrest, with public cooperation masking private antagonism. Scholars like Fiona Hill analyze escalating tensions among major powers such as the USA, China, and Russia, predicting diplomatic strain and secretive operations underpinning shifting alliances post-August 2025. Historical betrayals, cloaked in diplomatic language, have paved the way for these dramatic realignments of global power structures. Events since 2020 underscore emerging tensions between superpowers, with cooperation increasingly interspersed with espionage, economic warfare, and territorial disputes. Baba Vanga's forecasted reshuffling suggests a fundamental realignment beginning in August 2025, potentially disrupting entrenched hierarchies and introducing unprecedented unpredictability into international relations. Her vision warns of increased secrecy beneath diplomatic facades, foreshadowing betrayals that could exacerbate global instability. This prophecy calls for vigilance as the geopolitical landscape undergoes profound transformation, with traditional alliances giving way to unexpected coalitions and partnerships. Cosmic signs and infrastructure collapse. Ominous celestial phenomena are showing up alongside Baba Vanga's warnings for the year 2025, with observers noting some pretty unusual atmospheric patterns and planetary alignments involving Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. These are expected to induce electromagnetic disruptions that could impact Earth in significant ways. NASA's magnetospheric multiscale mission has detected related fluctuations in the solar wind, signaling, the potential for major infrastructure failures that actually line up with these prophetic timelines. These cosmic alignments might really amplify geomagnetic storms, which could severely affect global communications, electrical grids, and satellite networks. All the stuff modern civilization depends on. Recent observations have shown increasing variability in the solar wind, and this seems to correlate with those astronomical events, creating conditions that could lead to widespread technological disruption. Baba Vanga's vision warns of escalating infrastructure failures, driven by both natural cosmic forces and the technological vulnerabilities in our interconnected global systems. The collapse of key systems, especially during her predicted time frame, could show up as failures in transportation networks, power distribution, financial systems, and digital communications. And honestly, these occurrences would act as catalysts for even greater social and economic disruptions, intensifying humanity's challenges as foretold in her August 2025 prophecy, and accelerating the predicted separation of human consciousness. The fall of artificial control systems. The collapse of pervasive digital oversight, sometimes called the glass brain, is a big part of Baba Vanga's prophecy. This AI-driven control network governs so many aspects of human life through super-sophisticated surveillance and algorithmic manipulation. Experts like Kate Crawford have documented how surveillance is getting more and more integrated into governance, social engineering, and our everyday activities, creating, some pretty unprecedented levels of technological control over individual behavior and collective decision-making. A predicted system glitch, or maybe even a deliberate disruption, could awaken segments of humanity from this digital enslavement, sparking a dramatic shift from technological submission to spiritual awakening during this critical period. The sudden fall of these systems is foretold to reveal hidden manipulations and kick off a mass consciousness awakening, exposing how artificial intelligence has been shaping human thoughts, behaviors, and social structures. This revelation acts as a real catalyst for societal transformation, right in line with Baba Vanga's vision of consciousness splitting between systemic submission and newfound awareness. The prophetic timing in August 2025 points to possible technological failures that could have, pretty profound implications for privacy, autonomy, and the basic power dynamics that run modern civilization. Waters rising and institutional collapse. Rising waters and devastating floods are at the heart of Baba Vanga's ominous vision for 2025, with severe climate disasters threatening multiple global hotspots all at once. Cities like New York, Mumbai, and Miami are facing unprecedented challenges from rising sea levels and extreme weather events. Climate scientists are linking these disasters to the increasing frequency of extreme weather patterns, which serve as both literal environmental catastrophes and honestly symbolic disruptions in the fabric of global society. The flooding represents not only physical inundation, but also a kind of metaphorical purification, washing away outdated paradigms and institutional structures that just don't serve humanity's evolution anymore. Institutions that people have long thought of as stable are now facing disintegration amid mounting ecological and economic pressures, creating widespread social upheaval. Mourning goes hand in hand with this dramatic transformation, as humanity deals with the loss of systems, structures, and ways of life that were once taken for granted. Rising sea levels threaten coastal megacities, while food and water security challenges only amplify existing tensions between nations and communities. The prophecy really invites us to recognize these intertwined crises as necessary steps toward transformation, urging an engaged response and adaptation as we approach the foretold turning point in human civilization. Ancient wisdom returns. Amid a global crisis, we're seeing ancient wisdom make a real comeback as communities around the world experience, well, a pretty profound spiritual awakening. Baba Vanga's so-called veil-thinning prophecy, which is tied to August 2025, is really striking a chord with theories from consciousness researcher Carl Johann Kaleman about planetary cycles and the evolution of human consciousness. Lost knowledge is resurfacing, serving as essential guidance through these chaotic transitions, with a renewed focus on interconnectedness, natural harmony, and balance that goes way beyond traditional religious boundaries. This reawakening, honestly, transcends those conventional spiritual frameworks, shifting the focus toward universal human connection, our interdependence with nature, and the rediscovery of healing traditions that were once suppressed. All over the globe, communities are showing renewed interest in holistic healing practices, meditation techniques, earth-based spirituality, and indigenous wisdom, offering practical tools for facing these unprecedented global challenges. Collective memory, which had been kind of suppressed, is re-emerging, providing essential resources that help society reorient toward sustainable coexistence with our natural systems. This revival isn't just spiritual, it includes forgotten technologies, agricultural methods, and social structures that put community resilience above individual accumulation. Baba Vanga's vision suggests that, even as chaos escalates and institutions falter, the systematic revival of ancestral wisdom offers hope, practical guidance, and, honestly, sustainable pathways toward authentic human fulfillment and planetary restoration. The silence of the Western Empire. Baba Vanga predicts the quiet retreat of the Western Empire, with major powers like the USA and the European Union showing unmistakable signs of internal fatigue and, diminished global influence. Political leaders express increasing uncertainty and hesitation, which really signals institutional exhaustion in maintaining worldwide dominance and control. Historian Niall Ferguson documents similar patterns in previous imperial declines, illustrating how the loss of coherent purpose and systematic overreach can precipitate structural unraveling, setting the stage for entirely new world orders after 2025. The empire's forgetting its purpose suggests a fundamental loss of vision, coherent strategy, and sustainable resource management, traits that, have historically characterized declining civilizations. Nations that once projected confidence and strength now demonstrate internal division, economic instability, and social fragmentation, all of which undermine their capacity for effective leadership. This retreat creates, unprecedented opportunities for emerging nations and alternative governance models to fill the resulting power vacuum. Baba Vanga's prophecy highlights the inherent vulnerabilities of dominant global powers, presaging dramatic geopolitical shifts that open space for new paradigms in international relations. The transformation signals not just political change but also fundamental shifts in how human societies organize themselves globally. Mass soul migration and false saviors. A massive migration of souls reflects humanity's desperate flight from digital saturation toward authentic simplicity and spiritual fulfillment. As predicted, increasing numbers pursue minimalist lifestyles, deliberately rejecting hyper-connected digital existence in favor of genuine human connection and natural living. Social psychologist David McRaney highlights misinformation's devastating role in societal disruption, underscoring psychological pressures, including digital suffocation, that drive this unprecedented movement toward authenticity. The migration fosters widespread spiritual exploration, community resilience building, and the development of new value systems that emphasize meaning over material accumulation. However, Baba Vanga warns of manipulative false saviors emerging amid chaos, exploiting collective vulnerabilities and spiritual seeking for personal power and control. These deceptive leaders use sophisticated manipulation techniques to exploit people's desperation for guidance and hope during volatile transitional periods. The prophecy urges careful discernment to avoid succumbing to illusory leadership during this vulnerable time, advocating individual empowerment through awareness, critical thinking, and authentic spiritual development. This migration represents both an opportunity for genuine transformation and a dangerous susceptibility to exploitation by those who really understand human psychology and spiritual hunger. Children of the New World. The prophecy culminates with children born after mid-2025, embodying entirely new consciousness characteristics, free from inherited traumas and conditioned patterns that have limited previous generations. Sociologist Jean Twenge observes emerging traits of enhanced empathy, creativity, and ecological awareness in these youth, suggesting fundamental evolutionary shifts in human consciousness and capability. They symbolize humanity's evolutionary leap forward, tasked with guiding global renewal and healing amid ongoing civilizational transitions and challenges. These children reportedly exhibit transformative consciousness that transcends old paradigms, offering hope for systematic planetary restoration and social reconstruction. Educators and researchers notice increasing trends toward mindfulness, environmental stewardship, collaborative problem-solving, and intuitive understanding of complex systems among younger generations. Communities worldwide recognize these children as natural bearers of new paradigms, nurturing their development as essential leaders for humanity's future survival and flourishing. This cohort represents the potential for complete transformation of human civilization, catalyzing global healing processes and fundamental renewal of social, economic, and spiritual systems. Baba Vanga's final message offers profound hope amid unprecedented upheaval, suggesting that, despite current chaos and destruction, the future holds extraordinary promise through the awakening and empowerment of this remarkable emerging generation. Baba Vanga's August 2025 warning challenges humanity to awaken amid spiraling global crises. Whether you see her message literally or metaphorically, it really underscores urgent reflection and collective resilience. As these transformations unfold, our survival depends on awareness, adaptability, and cooperation. The signs of change are undeniable. Preparation and spiritual awakening become absolutely essential. So which aspect of these prophecies resonates most with you? Share your thoughts below. If this exploration intrigued you, hit like, share with fellow seekers, and subscribe to Future Facts for continued guidance through these transformative times. A massive visitor from deep space is flying through our solar system. The object, now officially named 3I Atlas, has astronomers worldwide both fascinated and honestly a bit terrified. Officially confirmed as the third known interstellar object, it carries an eerie potential. Is this colossal traveler a natural body, or might it be, an alien ship? Recent NASA data has sent ripples of fear and fascination through the scientific community, questioning everything we know about visitors from the stars. The breaking discovery. The discovery of 3Y Atlas marked a historic moment in astronomy, revealing a visitor unlike any seen before. Detected moving at an extraordinary velocity exceeding typical interstellar speeds, it challenged existing models of natural celestial object behavior patterns. NASA's advanced telescopes captured data suggesting anomalous properties, including unnatural acceleration patterns and an unusual trajectory that frankly defies conventional gravitational explanations. Researchers like Dr. Amir Siraj from Harvard University have highlighted these deviations as potential indicators of advanced propulsion systems, setting off widespread debate about the object's true nature among the global scientific community. The stunning size of 3Y Atlas far exceeds earlier interstellar discoveries, measuring approximately 10 to 15 kilometers in diameter, and igniting serious discussions about whether we are observing a spacecraft rather than a natural cosmic wanderer. From initial detection through detailed spectroscopic analysis, the international scientific community continues grappling with extraordinary possibilities ranging from exotic comet composition to genuine extraterrestrial technology. The implications of either conclusion would fundamentally alter humanity's understanding of our place in the cosmos and the nature of interstellar space. The discovery story. The remarkable story of 3I Atlas begins with its initial detection by the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System in early 2025, when automated survey algorithms flagged an object moving with unprecedented velocity characteristics. Astronomers quickly realized its trajectory was hyperbolic rather than elliptical, definitively confirming its interstellar origin from beyond our solar system boundaries. Its enormous size, estimated to be several kilometers across, dramatically dwarfed the infamous Oumuamua and 2I Borisov, making it by far the largest confirmed interstellar visitor discovered to date. Dr. Robert Warwick, who previously discovered Oumuamua at the University of Hawaii, coordinated initial observational campaigns revealing mysterious activity patterns indicative of possible artificial influence or control mechanisms. The object's calculated path through our solar system appeared to be deliberately planned, with intriguing timing and orbital alignments that prompted intensive scrutiny from major observatories worldwide. Global astronomical networks mobilized for an unprecedented international data-gathering campaign, dedicating thousands of observation hours to studying every measurable aspect of the object's behavior, composition, and structural characteristics before it passes beyond detection range. A stranger in our midst. As 3I Atlas traverses our solar system, its extraordinary properties consistently challenge natural explanations proposed by conventional astrophysics models. The object exhibits complex outgassing patterns inconsistent with typical cometary activity, suggesting an internal energy source actively controlling its emission characteristics rather than passive solar heating. Advanced spectroscopic data reveals a surface composition featuring unusual metallic elements and compounds not typically found in natural asteroids or comets, sparking intense debate about whether it represents an artificial construct. Astrophysicist Dr. Marco Micheli from the European Space Agency has pointed out the object's highly reflective surface properties and precisely controlled thermal emissions as potential evidence of technological design and manufacturing. Most puzzling is the object's demonstrated ability to withstand intense cosmic radiation and extreme temperature variations without apparent structural disintegration or expected material degradation. These collectively puzzling characteristics make 3I Atlas a prime candidate in humanity's ongoing search for evidence of extraterrestrial spacecraft, fundamentally transforming how scientists approach the study of interstellar objects and their potential origins. The mounting anomalies continue defying conventional astronomical explanations while supporting increasingly exotic hypotheses. The predecessors. 3I Atlas follows in the cosmic wake of two notable predecessors that have, really expanded our understanding of interstellar visitors. Oumuamua, the first confirmed interstellar object sighted in October 2017, and Comet Borisov, observed in August 2019. Each of these brought unique mysteries that, honestly, challenged established astrophysical models. Oumuamua's extremely elongated, cigar-like form and its completely unexplained acceleration away from the sun puzzled experts around the world, while Borisov displayed more conventional cometary traits including visible outgassing and typical orbital mechanics. NASA researchers including Dr. Karen Meach from the University of Hawaii's Institute for Astronomy have emphasized just how important it is to compare these objects systematically to really understand the true diversity of interstellar visitors entering our solar system. Their cumulative comparative studies suggest a broad spectrum of both natural and potentially artificial objects traversing our galactic neighborhood, hinting at a far more complex and dynamic composition of the interstellar environment than scientists previously conceived. The sequential arrival of 3I Atlas has really intensified international calls for establishing dedicated interstellar monitoring programs, capable of detecting and tracking future visitors with enough advance warning for detailed study. The cosmic journey. Traveling at incredible velocity with a definitively hyperbolic escape trajectory, 3I Atlas's epic journey from the depths of interstellar space really captures the imagination of scientists and space enthusiasts worldwide. The massive object appears to have originated millions, possibly even billions of years ago in a distant stellar system, and then embarked on this extraordinary voyage spanning both familiar and unfamiliar regions of our galaxy. NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory continues to support sophisticated computer simulations designed to understand how such enormous objects could, successfully traverse vast interstellar distances while maintaining structural integrity against all kinds of cosmic hazards. Dr. Alessandro Morbidelli's groundbreaking work in astrophysical dynamics specifically highlights the numerous challenges faced by such ancient cosmic voyagers during their extended journeys through space. The object's observed interactions with solar radiation, gravitational fields, and interplanetary magnetic environments provide invaluable scientific data about interstellar medium properties, directly benefiting ongoing research into cosmic evolution and galactic structure. Its successful arrival suggests either extraordinary durability of natural materials or perhaps possible artificial construction designed to withstand the harsh realities of long-duration interstellar travel. A scientific goldmine. The unprecedented arrival of 3I Atlas presents an extraordinary scientific goldmine, offering unique insights into the chemistry, physics, and material properties of objects originating beyond our solar system. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has played an absolutely pivotal role in detecting previously unknown spectral lines within the object's complex electromagnetic emissions signature. Dr. Stefano Bagnullo leads international collaborative investigations that have successfully revealed unexpected complex organic molecules and exotic metallic compounds never before observed in natural celestial bodies. The accumulated observational data promises to shed revolutionary light on conditions prevalent in the early universe and the fundamental processes governing planetary system evolution throughout cosmic history. Intensive collaboration among international observatories has dramatically intensified, strategically leveraging multi-wavelength observations across the electromagnetic spectrum to capture the most complete scientific picture possible of 3I Atlas's true nature and composition. Scientists worldwide anticipate that these ongoing investigations will yield groundbreaking revelations capable of fundamentally reshaping humanity's understanding of the cosmos, interstellar chemistry, and the potential for artificial objects traveling between stellar systems. The scientific community recognizes this as a once-in-a-generation opportunity for paradigm-shifting discoveries. Unanswered questions. Despite extensive international study utilizing the world's most advanced astronomical instruments, there are still, numerous fundamental questions about 3I/Atlas that continue lingering without satisfactory explanations. Its documented orbital anomalies, mysterious surface composition, and those completely unexplained outgassing patterns consistently defy comprehensive scientific explanation using established astrophysical models. The persistent inability to detect conventional volatile substances typically associated with cometary objects fundamentally challenges existing theoretical frameworks and classification systems. Significant discrepancies between observed brightness variations and thermal emission patterns suggest complex surface interactions or perhaps concealed internal energy sources operating according to unknown principles. Leading astrophysicists like Dr. Sarah Seeger propose increasingly exotic alternative hypotheses, including the controversial possibility of artificial origin and extraterrestrial construction. The object's complete behavioral profile remains frustratingly elusive to researchers, continuously fueling heated ongoing debates within the scientific community, while at the same time, demanding expanded observational campaigns to decode its persistent enigmas. Each new measurement seems to raise additional questions rather than providing definitive answers, suggesting that 3I/Atlas may represent phenomena extending far beyond current scientific understanding. The mounting mysteries challenge fundamental assumptions about what constitutes natural cosmic objects. The alien question. The profound alien question has resurfaced with renewed scientific vigor as 3I Atlas continues exhibiting multiple characteristics that many researchers believe point definitively toward artificial origin rather than natural formation. Professor Avi Loeb, the prominent Harvard University astrophysicist and former chair of the astronomy department, argues compellingly that the object's unprecedented properties remain fundamentally inconsistent with any known natural explanations proposed by conventional astrophysics. He suggests that 3Y Atlas could represent a genuine extraterrestrial probe deliberately sent to monitor or actively interact with our developing solar system civilization. This provocative and controversial assertion has sparked intense discussion within both rigorous scientific circles and broader public spheres, challenging established academic orthodoxies. Critics appropriately caution for maintaining rigorous evidence-based standards over speculative interpretations, but the continuously mounting observational anomalies increasingly pressure researchers to seriously consider dramatically expanded paradigms that accommodate the possibility of cosmic intelligence. The escalating debate highlights humanity's gradually shifting worldview as we potentially stand on the threshold of first contact with evidence of non-human intelligence. The implications of either confirming or definitively refuting the artificial hypothesis would fundamentally transform human civilization. Observing the visitor. Intensive observations from major global telescopes have dramatically intensified as 3I Atlas approaches its closest point to the Sun, offering unprecedented opportunities for detailed high-resolution imaging and comprehensive spectroscopic analysis. World-class astronomical facilities including the Very Large Telescope in Chile, NASA's Hubble and James Webb Space Telescopes, and extensive international survey networks have coordinated completely unprecedented observation campaigns. Dedicated research teams monitor measurable changes in brightness, trajectory, and emission patterns on a continuous daily basis, seeking any anomalous behaviors or structural modifications. The comprehensive data collection efforts specifically aim to capture transient phenomena including possible energy flares, potential communication signals, or unexpected structural alterations that might reveal the object's true nature. The global scientific community universally anticipates that these intensive coordinated observations could potentially provide definitive answers regarding the object's fundamental nature and ultimate origins, possibly marking a genuinely historic moment in humanity's ongoing search for extraterrestrial life and intelligence. The observational window represents our species' only opportunity to study this extraordinary visitor before it disappears forever into the cosmic void. Dawn of a new era. As humanity stands precariously on the brink of potentially transformative cosmic discoveries, the enigmatic presence of 3Y Atlas fundamentally challenges long-held assumptions about our species' place within the vast universe. The object's increasingly complex behavioral patterns hint at the possible existence of a greater cosmic network and unknown intelligences actively operating throughout our galaxy. Leading scientists now seriously consider the revolutionary possibility that Earth and its inhabitants might have been systematically observed for millennia by advanced civilizations possessing technologies far exceeding human capabilities. This profound paradigm shift compels our species to completely re-evaluate our cosmic role, not as passive observers gazing outward at an empty universe, but as active participants within a dynamic, interconnected, and potentially populated cosmos. The ongoing revelations emerging from detailed study of 3I Atlas herald what may represent a completely new chapter in both cosmic understanding and human evolutionary development. Whether the object proves to be natural or artificial, its mere presence has already begun transforming how humanity perceives its cosmic significance and future destiny among the stars. The dawn of interstellar awareness has arguably already begun. The unprecedented insights from 3Y Atlas have ignited both excitement and genuine concern within the global scientific community. Whether this massive object represents natural phenomena or artificial technology, its passage through our solar system forces a profound re-evaluation of cosmic possibilities. As intensive investigations continue, humanity waits on the cusp of possible contact and discovery. The universe may be far stranger and more populated than we ever imagined. Which aspect of this mystery fascinates you most? Share your thoughts below. If this cosmic investigation intrigued you, hit like, share with fellow space enthusiasts, and subscribe to Future Facts for more incredible revelations. Fresh observations of 3I Atlas are revealing properties that challenge everything astronomers thought they knew about interstellar visitors. While it was initially classified as a typical comet, new data suggests this object may be, deliberately concealing its true nature. Its perfect orbital alignment, suspicious timing, and anomalous behavior have sparked intense debates about whether we're witnessing natural phenomena or something far more extraordinary. The mounting evidence kind of forces us to confront an uncomfortable question. Could 3I Atlas represent our second encounter with extraterrestrial technology disguised as a harmless space rock? Fresh observations reveal mysteries. Recent spectroscopic analysis of 3I Atlas has uncovered anomalies that, honestly, defy conventional comet classification. Dr. Alan Fitzsimmons from Queen's University Belfast reported detecting unusual isotopic ratios in the object's outgassing that just don't match any known solar system materials. The object's infrared signature shows temperature variations that suggest internal heat sources, rather than simple solar warming. Most perplexing is the discovery of structured emissions, gas jets that appear to activate and deactivate in coordinated patterns rather than random sublimation. Dr. Michelle Bannister from the University of Canterbury noted that these emissions occur independently of the object's orientation toward the Sun, violating fundamental principles of cometary behavior. Radio telescope observations led by Dr. Avi Loeb detected low-frequency signals emanating from the object's vicinity, though their origin remains unexplained. The Hubble Space Telescope has captured images showing the object's surface reflectivity changes over time, suggesting either compositional variations or active surface modifications. These discoveries have, transformed 3I Atlas from a routine interstellar visitor into one of the most enigmatic objects ever studied. The scientific debate. The astronomical community finds itself honestly deeply divided over 3I Atlas's true nature, with heated debates emerging at major conferences worldwide. Dr. Robert Warwick from the University of Hawaii, who discovered the object, maintains it represents a conventional ice-rich comet from another star system, arguing that all observed anomalies fall within the range of natural variation. However, an increasing number of researchers question this interpretation. Dr. Marco Micheli from the European Space Agency points to the object's non-gravitational accelerations that don't correlate with visible outgassing patterns. Dr. Daryl Seligman from the University of Chicago noted that traditional comet models fail to explain the object's persistent activity at distances where water ice should remain frozen. Dr. Paul Chodas from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory emphasized the need for extraordinary evidence before considering non-natural explanations, while acknowledging that 3I Atlas exhibits more anomalies than any previously studied interstellar object. The debate reflects broader tensions in astronomy about how to approach phenomena that challenge established paradigms, with careers and reputations at stake. The artificial origin hypothesis. Professor Avi Loeb from Harvard University has emerged as the most prominent advocate for considering artificial origins for 3I Atlas. Building on his controversial interpretation of Oumuamua, Loeb argues that the object displays multiple signatures consistent with extraterrestrial technology. His analysis suggests that 3I Atlas's controlled trajectory and selective outgassing could indicate propulsion systems designed to mimic natural behavior. Dr. Loeb proposes that the object might represent a reconnaissance probe using stealth technology to avoid detection while studying our solar system. He notes that the object's arrival timing coincides with increased human space activity, potentially suggesting deliberate surveillance. Dr. Sarah Seeger from MIT supports considering artificial hypotheses, arguing that dismissing anomalous observations without investigation represents scientific bias. Critics like Dr. Alan Harris from the German Aerospace Center argue that Loeb's interpretations require multiple untestable assumptions, violating Occam's razor principles. The hypothesis has sparked public fascination while creating professional controversy within the astronomical community. Dr. Loeb maintains that science progresses by, challenging conventional wisdom, even when conclusions prove uncomfortable or unpopular. Unusual detection pattern. The circumstances surrounding 3I Atlas's discovery raise, troubling questions about detection bias and possible concealment. Dr. Larry Deneau from the Atlas survey system revealed that the object had been present in archived images for over 6 months before automated systems flagged it as anomalous. Trajectory reconstruction by Dr. Davide Farnochia shows that 3I Atlas entered our solar system in early 2024, remaining undetected despite passing relatively close to major asteroid surveys. Dr. Catalina Zuluaga from Harvard's Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics calculated that an object of 3I Atlas's size and brightness should have been detected months earlier by multiple survey systems. The late discovery becomes more suspicious when considering the object's approach vector. It arrived from a galactic direction with minimal stellar background, making it naturally difficult to detect against the sparse star field. Dr. Matthew Holman noted that this approach direction also corresponds to the galactic anti-center, where interstellar extinction is minimal, potentially indicating deliberate route planning. The detection pattern suggests either extraordinary coincidence or intentional concealment strategies. Suspicious orbital characteristics. Suspicious orbital characteristics. Statistical analysis of 3I Atlas's orbital parameters reveals improbable alignments that challenge natural origin theories. Dr. Fatih Namouni from Observatoire de la Côte d'Azur calculated that the object's near-perfect ecliptic plane alignment has only a 0.2% probability of occurring randomly for interstellar objects. More remarkably, 3I Atlas's trajectory creates close encounters with Venus, Mars, and Jupiter in a sequence that Dr. Cleomenes Tsiganis from Aristotle University determined has only a 0.005% probability of natural occurrence. The object's orbital inclination of just 1.3 degrees to the ecliptic means it travels through the most densely populated region of our solar system, maximizing potential gravitational interactions with planets. Dr. Alessandro Morbidelli noted that such alignments would be expected outcomes if the object were designed for systematic exploration of our planetary system. The timing of perihelion passage also coincides with optimal visibility from Earth, suggesting possible intentional revelation. These statistical anomalies compound the mystery surrounding 3I Atlas's true nature and purpose in our solar system. The hidden approach strategy. The timing of 3I Atlas's perihelion passage reveals what Dr. Avi Loeb describes as a cosmic blind spot strategy. Orbital mechanics calculations by Dr. Stephen Chesley from NASA JPL show that the object's closest solar approach occurs when Earth is positioned directly opposite in its orbit, creating a 7-month observation window with only 7% probability of natural occurrence. This positioning places the Sun between Earth and 3I Atlas during its most active phase, severely limiting ground-based observations and forcing reliance on space-based telescopes. Dr. Paul Wiegert from Western University noted that this configuration would be ideal for reconnaissance, allowing detailed study of Earth's orbital characteristics while minimizing detection risk. The object's outgassing pattern intensifies precisely when direct observation becomes difficult, potentially masking artificial activities behind natural phenomena. Dr. Loeb argues this represents sophisticated mission planning consistent with advanced intelligence. Critics counter that such interpretations reflect pattern recognition bias, but acknowledge the timing creates unprecedented observational challenges for determining the object's true nature. Scientific opposition and evidence. Mainstream astronomers have mounted vigorous opposition to artificial origin theories, citing fundamental physical and observational evidence. Dr. Olivier Hainaut from the European Southern Observatory argues that 3I Atlas's spectroscopic signature matches water ice sublimation, making artificial construction physically implausible. Size estimates derived from thermal infrared observations suggest the object measures 8 to 15 kilometers in diameter, far larger than any conceivable artificial probe. Dr. Bin Yang notes that constructing and propelling such a massive object would require energy resources exceeding the total output of entire stellar civilizations. Dr. Michael Ahearn's former colleague, Dr. Jessica Sunshine from the University of Maryland, emphasizes that all observed anomalous behaviors can be explained through exotic but natural processes involving pristine interstellar materials with unknown compositions. Dr. Alan Harris argues that selection bias influences interpretations. Humans naturally seek patterns and intelligence in random phenomena. However, artificial origin proponents counter that conventional explanations require increasingly improbable coincidences to account for the mounting statistical anomalies observed in 3I Atlas's behavior. Ancient origins and anomalous behavior. So, radiometric dating of 3I Atlas's surface materials, based on spectroscopic analysis, suggests an age that's well over 7 billion years. Meaning it actually predates the formation of our solar system. Dr. Dante Loretta from the University of Arizona pointed out that materials this old should, be heavily processed by cosmic ray bombardment. Yet 3I/Atlas shows these really pristine surface characteristics. The object's proximity to the Sun, about 1.1 astronomical units, should produce a prominent comet tail. But high-resolution imaging by Dr. Hermann Bohnhardt from Max Planck Institute reveals only subtle outgassing, which is honestly inconsistent with typical water ice behavior. Then thermal modeling by Dr. Yanga Fernandez from the University of Central Florida shows that 3I/Atlas's internal temperature distribution just doesn't match what we'd expect from solid ice, suggesting either a hollow internal structure or maybe even exotic materials. On top of that, Dr. Michael Kelly from the University of Maryland found that the object's rotation period stays remarkably stable, despite active outgassing that should, in theory, create torques and rotational changes. These structural anomalies really challenge our natural formation models and, well, they might even suggest engineered stability mechanisms. The stealth hypothesis. There's something called the stealth hypothesis. Advanced civilizations might actually use dark forest strategies to avoid detection while conducting interstellar reconnaissance, according to Dr. Avi Loeb's, well, pretty controversial stealth hypothesis. This theory, which is inspired by Liu Cixin's science fiction concepts, suggests that technological civilizations stay hidden to avoid, potentially hostile encounters with superior species. Dr. Jacob Haq-Misra from the Blue Marble Space Institute argues that artificial objects disguised as natural phenomena would be, honestly, the optimal surveillance strategy, allowing for detailed planetary analysis without revealing any technological capabilities. Dr. Loeb proposes that 3I/Atlas's mimicry of comet behavior could actually represent sophisticated camouflage technology, designed to avoid triggering defensive responses from emerging civilizations. The object's strategic positioning and timing would enable a comprehensive assessment of human technological progress and space capabilities. Now, Dr. Seth Shostak from the SETI Institute remains skeptical, noting that real stealth would involve complete concealment, not just partial mimicry. However, Dr. Loeb counters that perfect concealment actually prevents data collection, so a controlled revelation becomes a necessary compromise for effective reconnaissance missions. Lessons from Oumuamua. The 2017 Oumuamua encounter really serves as a cautionary tale about missed opportunities and, scientific conservatism. Dr. Robert Warwick, who actually discovered both objects, admits that Oumuamua's anomalous properties just weren't investigated enough, mostly due to limited observation time and, technological constraints. Dr. Abraham Loeb argues that the astronomical establishment's quick dismissal of artificial origin hypotheses for Oumuamua represents scientific bias, not rigorous analysis. 3I/Atlas gives us a second chance to properly investigate anomalous interstellar visitors, this time with better instruments and longer observation periods. Dr. Michelle Bannister emphasizes, the importance of systematic data collection instead of jumping to predetermined conclusions, and points out that both natural and artificial explanations deserve equal scientific scrutiny. Dr. Sarah Seeger from MIT argues that dismissing extraordinary possibilities without investigation actually violates fundamental scientific principles. The lesson from Oumuamua is pretty clear. Anomalous visitors require comprehensive investigation, not just reflexive categorization. Dr. Loeb maintains that future discoveries will vindicate careful analysis of seemingly impossible phenomena, regardless of what the ultimate explanation turns out to be. 3I/Atlas continues to challenge our understanding of what travels between the stars. Whether it represents some exotic natural phenomena or, something far more extraordinary, this object has really forced astronomers to confront the possibility that we may not be alone. The mounting statistical anomalies and honestly suspicious behaviors demand serious scientific investigation rather than just reflexive dismissal. As 3I/Atlas races toward its closest solar approach, we've got a limited window to unlock its secrets. Could this be our second encounter with extraterrestrial technology? Share your thoughts below, and if this cosmic mystery intrigued you, hit like, share with fellow space enthusiasts, and subscribe to Future Facts for more incredible discoveries.